good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Tennessee Outdoorsman Show. Boy, we hadn't been on here in so long, I'm about lost.
Would you look at the size of that fella?
I know. Roger Jarvis,
My
good to see
right-hand
you.
man, Jimmy.
How you doing, my man? Good to see you. David Sims.
Hi, Jimmy.
Nice to see both of you on the show. They're here tonight because they are doing something for WDC and Tennessee Outdoorsman Show that is absolutely unbelievable. Ajax Turner, Budweiser are holding a Croppies for Cash tournament along with 98 WSIX and a whole lot of other people involved in this. Bill Clay, I believe, Southeastern Marine, Crystal.
Four Corners.
Four Corners. A lot of people involved in this, and we just appreciate it immensely here at WDC and their support and what they're doing for us. But as you well know, Joe, you and John, that they're out here on Percy Priest. Roger took time to catch fish, tag fish. There's fish worth $25, $50, $100, and $70,000. $75,000.
And this would be a good place to point out that we're not eligible.
No, we aren't eligible, that's for sure. The weather's been bad, no doubt about that. Rain for the last month, 2 months. We've had nothing but rain. There's been some people, though, that have been lucky, I would say. Mr. James A. Armstrong, Sr., who lives on Wheeler Avenue in Nashville, caught one of the $25 crappie that was tagged. Blant Duke, Hendersonville, a $50 crappie. Eddie Hoback from Laverne, Tennessee, a $50. Thomas Shockley of Nashville, a $25 fish. And Joe Stupek, Nashville, a $50 fish. And David Tays, a $25 crappie. But there's over 130 fish, I think, that you told me, Roger, that have been tagged.
Right. A lot of them went right back home.
A lot of them went home, right back to the same spot. And it was not illegal or unconstitutional otherwise to say, I think, David, you and I talked with you and Roger just before we taped here tonight. But anyway, the fact here is that these fish are anywhere from down around Hamilton Creek all the way plumb to Fate Sanders Boat Dock.
Right.
And it's an opportunity for you to get out, spend an hour, 2 hours after you get off from work. Just all you need to do.
It only takes 30 seconds to make $75,000.
That's right. All you need to do is run by a bunch of these places right here. Nort's Drive-In, Quick Sack on Old Hickory Boulevard, Jim Dandy on Old Hickory Boulevard, a bunch of Jim Dandies on Stewart's Ferry Pike, Laverne Sports Center, Four Corners, Bill Clay, Southeastern Marine, Big Charlie's Bait Shop in Smyrna, Jefferson Pike Market, Jefferson Pike, Country Corner Market in Nashville on Nashville Highway, Starkey's Bait and Tackle, Village Amico, Bell Road and Murfreesboro Road, Lanes Market, Saundersville Ferry Road, Mount Juliet, Suggs Creek Shop, and it's just Hop and Go, Jim Dandy again, Cook Star Market in Mount Juliet, Scott Market, Donaldson Pike, Hunt Shell, Old Liquor Boulevard, Flipper's Bait Tackle in Hendersonville, Fisherman's Headquarters on Saunders Ferry Road, Smitty's Bait Shop on Gallatin Road, Crossroads Sporting Goods, Central Pike, Fate Sanders, of course, on the lake, Ed's Bait Shop in Smyrna, Pleasant Hill Market on Couchville Pike, Mapco, Murfreesboro Road, Mapco, Smith Springs Road, and Jim Dandy on the Andrew Jackson Parkway.
You know what's going to really be sickening, Jim, is when one goes out there and they catch this thing and say, what's that little thing in that fish's back? Turns out to be a $75,000, and they don't have a ticket.
That's true. That is very
You know what I just thought of? Think about this. Jimmy, you know, June 8th is free fishing day. TWRA says you can fish for free, no license needed.
That's right.
Well, that $10 or $8 license, or whatever it costs this year, buy you one of these permits, go out there and fish for free, catch that $75,000 crappie. Is that a fine way to spend a day or not?
That's a good way.
I'll guarantee you. Let me ask, I'd like to ask David, of course, this is a great idea, and I don't know who's thinking it was, but again, like I say, we appreciate Ajax Turner, we appreciate Budweiser, Clay, WSIX.
Right, we got this thing together at Ajax Turner Company, and I kindly put it together. My boss did research it. We took it to WSIX, which was real good people, and they seen it could be a good promotion and for a good cause.
Right.
They went and sold it to Bill Clay's and Southeastern Marine and a Crystal Company. The insurance company on this deal is limited to 7,000 fishermen. And so everybody needs to get out and get the permits and get them quick.
Right.
Because the more people we got up there fishing, the more money we're going to give away.
That's
and we want to give away every dollar.
That's right.
Every dollar. So we're out here to raise money for the Tennessee Outdoorsman and Channel 8, and the only way we can do it is to sell the permits.
Well, we really do appreciate it. And Roger, you work long, hard hours and all that good stuff out there catching these fish. And we have a little tape here, by the way, we're going to show that was made a couple of weeks ago, a day or two before the tournament officially opened, with some fish. Roger, I think you're showing the tag and all of that. And
I'd like to cover one thing,
Sure.
Jimmy. I've run into some people and they say, well, what happens if why can't I just go catch the fish and then go buy me a $10 permit? As far as I'm concerned, Tennessee Outdoorsman and Channel 8, they go way back with me. I don't know how long. I think it's one of the longest running outdoor shows.
Probably is. I think it is. I know that it's been on somewhere close to 20 years.
And it's in everybody's. If they don't appreciate Tennessee Outdoorsman, the outdoor show.
We appreciate that, Roger.
And that's where the proceeds are going.
Jimmy had hair that wasn't white.
You know, he had hair.
Let me say this. This was back when I had hair before Abe Lincoln had a beard. That's been a long time. But anyway, that's not true. I'm not quite that old. Here's a great shot here. Shirley Dressler's our membership coordinator here at WDC, and grandson. This is Tyler, his first fish. This is what it's all about on the Outdoorsman, fishing with kids and having a good time. And of course, with this promotion, you know, everything's tight right now. The economy's been awfully rough, tough on everybody, and if you read the newspaper, that's all you see is the fact that everybody is suffering from a bad economy. Well, this is an opportunity here that you can get out of here and go have a great time out on the water. And like I was going to say a minute ago, you know, a $10 investment, and you go out here and you spend a couple hours in the afternoon maybe on the lake wetting some minnows, drowning minnows, or either pitching a little jig and catching some crappie, and you just might reel that up, and it has a little tag. We're going to show you that tag in 1 second up here at Four Corners. This is Bill Stevens, Hunter's Paradise in Lebanon, 23-pound gobbler taken. You know, our turkey season closed just recently. But not many turkey pictures this year, but some folks did have good luck like Bill did here. There's the turkey right over there.
He had a nice check to go with it, too.
A great check from Bill, right, Hunter's Paradise. We got a $100 check here from a Bobby Hobbs, and this is from the, let me see, I've got to get this name in here. These folks, we appreciate them very much. Decatur County Elks Lodge. At Parsons, Tennessee.
BPOE.
Thank you so much. Kroger's in there, and he'll come and get these checks just as fast as this show's over. Watch him, Roger. He'll come through here like a great. Hope this is helping other people endure. We have some report on their tournament, which was held last week, I think, up at Old Hickory Lake, or may have been Percy Priest, but I'm not sure. But we will be giving you the details on it. A $50 membership check there. I'm sure there are others, but right now let's go take a look at this tape that was made out at Four Corners Boat Dock. Charlie Parrish, all the folks, fine folks at Four Corners, and of course David and Roger and I are going to be talking to you about how this tournament's put together. Well, hello everyone. We're at Four Corners Boat Dock right now, and we're with Roger Jarvis, who's a guide out here on Priest, and he's got a pretty tough job ahead of him. We also have with us David Sims, who's a representative from the Ajax Turner Distributing Company here in Nashville. David, pleasure to be here with you.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Roger, good to see you.
Jimmy, good to see you.
Tell you what we're doing. 98 WSIX FM and Budweiser are putting on one of the most unique crappies for cash tournament, I believe, that's ever been produced here anywhere that I know of. And, of course, they got over $80,000 worth of fish they're going to tag, and they're going to release them right here in Percy Priest Lake. There's like 7,000 tickets available, and you better hurry up if you're going to buy one. They're about $10 a piece, and David, you've got them scattered around whereabouts?
Right now, we'll have them at most area lake stores that sell bait and stuff, but now they can call Channel 8, the radio station, or Budweiser, and we'll have a list by the first of the week where they can pick them up at.
Mighty, mighty good. And Roger, you have got the tough job of catching fish and then putting a small tag on that fish and releasing it somewhere in the lake. And I've been trying to get Roger to let me go with him. Of course, I'm in Ellsville. I couldn't do anything with it anyway, but Roger has to go out there by himself, and this fish has to be the big fish, folks, is worth like $75,000. One fish is worth $75,000. We have, how many other fish now do we have?
We have over 130 fish tagged to put in the lake.
Over 130 fish tagged from $25, $50, and $100. So they're going to be swimming around out here in Percy Priest Lake somewhere. Roger knows where, I guess, but he knows where he put it. But where that fish ends up is anybody's guess.
No
telling.
Right.
Roger, you got some fish down here in the live well. How about getting one out of there? Let's just see how you go about doing this. And hold it up there where Keith can sort of maybe zoom in a little bit and see just how these fish are tagged, and what the tags have a little red tip on the end of them.
Right, they'll be in two colors. They'll either be a yellow tag, a green tag, or a brown tag. They'll all have numbers on them, and they'll be worth anywhere from $25, $50, $100, and one fish will be worth $75,000.
$75,000.
And they'll be tagged right here behind the dorsal fin, and because of we don't have Budweiser on the tag, but we do have, each tag will be in red if there's other tagged fish out here that maybe the wildlife people have put out to keep from getting confused. It'll have a red, actually it's fingernail polish on there.
Okay.
And they bring the tag to Four Corners Marina, and that's the only place that they can check that tag in is Four Corners
Marina. Bring it to Four Corners and check it in, and they'll tell you just how much money you've won. Or
The fish has to be alive, and you have to be 21 years of age to legally to where you can win.
Okay, that's right. 21 years old. You got to bring it into Four Corners and let them tell you what's happening. Go ahead and put the tag on that one, and we'll let Keith get a close-up shot of that to show people what to look for if you're out here crappie fishing, in case you might catch one of these. You never know just what might be. All right, Roger, you've got that one tagged. And folks, you got to remember to look for that tag. When you catch a crappie, look close, because that thing sometimes can be invisible almost to you. When you catch a crappie real quick, you know, and you say, oh, there's a little, you might throw him back. Look close. That fish might be worth some money to you.
They'll either be a brown tag, a green tag, or a yellow tag.
Right, okay.
With some red on the end of it.
All right, and you say the big fish, the $75,000 fish, is going to be a fish of pretty good size.
It'll be...
going to be, you know, within a pound, maybe.
Within a pound, a fish similar to this. We'll tag... we'll put it on a decent fish, a healthy fish, naturally, and we're having some problems with, I think we've had 5 fish that wouldn't go back down. They'll live for 2 or 3 days flop in the water, but, you know, I'm sure Budweiser and WSIX don't want people dipping with a dip net, so
that's for sure.
We're making sure the fish go back down tagged and lively.
They're plenty healthy and back down. Of course, we got a lot of some other people involved in this. I think we mentioned that, didn't we, David? Like Clay Sporting Goods, Southeastern Marine up in Hendersonville, and Crystal, along with Ajax Turner, Budweiser.
Right.
And again, we just wanted to come out and we want to show you how these fish look, where that tag might be, and to be sure and hurry up. And
we'll go ahead and release one right here, Jimmy.
Release that one. And remember, there's not the 7,000 tickets, and you better hurry up and get them, I'll tell you that, because they're going to go fast.
Release this right here at the dock.
Right at the dock. Put him in there, see where he goes. Can you, which way to go?
He went that way.
He went that way. How about that? Now, all right, I'll tell you what, we hope that you catch the big